right, good morning. We're finishing up here at the KOA in the Shawnee National Forest, and we've got a few long driving days ahead of us. So we're just heading to the Missouri Welcome Center today, the other side of Missouri on the Nebraska line, and we're about to roll out. But we had a couple wasps in the camper, one yesterday, one today, so Joe's gonna check everything on the roof.
Here's the Cardinal Stadium.
All right, so we had seen this slide park, Slick City Action Park, on TikTok a few times and saw that there was a location right outside of St. Louis. We're kind of pressed for time when we stay at St. Louis on the way home, but we realized that we drive the same way on the way out. So it was a perfect roadside stop. We've driven for about 3 hours. Plenty of RV parking. Got the dogs in there with the generator. Gonna get the kids in here. It's 90-minute sessions, so Joe and I will probably walk around this complex, find something else. All right, the kids have played at Slick City. Joe and I have biked all over the place. We went and had a snack and a drink at Rock and Brews. We're at Aldi now because Paris, oops, airplane. So we're on Airport Road. Paris has had an upset belly, so we're getting her some chicken to boil and white rice, and then picking up Raising Cane's for the kids, and then we'll bike it back to the slide park and head on out. So that night we rolled into the Missouri Welcome Center on the Nebraska border. It was very dark and stormy. The Welcome Center was great. There was a playground. You have access inside with the Wi-Fi. The parking spots are spacious with medians where you can run your slide out over them and not take someone's space. But I couldn't film it. We even had to leave at 3 a.m. now this morning to avoid the nasty storms and tornado warnings rolling in.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. What did you think of Missouri?
The rest area was nice, the Welcome Center. I would recommend it for an overnight. Other than that, the state's pretty boring.
Very boring. St. Louis was nice to drive through.
Yes.
Pretty.
Kansas City, impressive. Wasn't bad traffic. All right, Nebraska, no offense, most boring state ever.
Yep, from now on we will go to or do.
All right, so we had an overnight booked in Laramie, Wyoming, and just outside of the campground is this Wyoming Territorial Historical Prison site. So we're checking it out as we wait for check-in, since we had such an early departure this morning with the storms and arrived so early. So we're gonna see what it's like. Plenty of parking. You can kind of see through the trees there where we are. So not an issue with the RV. The outside is dog friendly and inside the buildings are not. But we left the dogs in the camper. It's really nice out.
Intake pictures were taken and guards gave out supplies and assigned numbers. This room is where the Auburn prison system was introduced to prisoners. Oh, hang on, real quick. Here's the history on it. The Wyoming Territorial Prison is an imposing stone structure built in 1872, restored in 1990. During Wyoming's territorial days and early statehood, over 1,000 prisoners were incarcerated here. The prison was a federal, then a state penitentiary. In 1903, the state of Wyoming transferred the final group of inmates to the new prison in Rawlins, Wyoming. The prison originally sat on 640 acres. It is 18,000 square feet, one of the oldest buildings still standing in the state today. The prison was built by 2 Denver-based contractors. It remains the only federal penitentiary built in Wyoming ever.
So this is the warden's house.
It's crazy how drafty these old wooden houses get. Like no air in here.
This was such a nice prison.
No, this is where the warden lived. Who's the warden? The one in charge of the prison.
Armed guards viewed all 3 levels of the cell blocks from these 4 cages. So they sit there with guns while they eat.
All right, we have made it to Laramie, Wyoming. So there is the Historical Territorial Prison, just not even a mile from this campground. So we did do that as we came in, waiting for check-in, and then we're here just early. We left early this morning to avoid storms, so it was a perfect time to get the camper cleaned. We're gonna Uber to an early dinner, that way we don't have to unhook the car here, and then come back, start a load of laundry. We're heading to a state park next. I don't know if they'll have it or not, and then play some cards maybe, wash the laundry, go to bed early because we got one more long driving day, and then the real fun begins. So here's the site. This is the Our Journey Laramie RV Resort. This is the pull-through 70 foot. So they do accommodate up to 70 foot if you want to stay attached like we did. No grass again for the dogs. They kind of keep striking out and getting this gravel, but there is a dog walking area here across, and the rules say there's a off-leash dog park. I didn't see that. This is ridiculous. How are you already stuck? Do have some sad news. So on the way to Illinois, we lost one of these caps. I happened to just see it following the RV in. Problem solved. Apparently on the way here, we missed this guy. So it's nice and ugly. It should look like this. We've already emailed Thor for a replacement, but then what I think is going to happen is this one will be nice and pretty, and then this one will stand up with that yellowing from sunlight. But that's okay. Things happen. We deal with it. Thankful it's nothing worse. All right, we came downtown to eat here at Altitude Trap House and Brewery. It's pretty good. Then this coffee place looks super cute. Joe said I can't say that a building looks good, but it looks good. And then we got these cupcakes. So cute. All right, overnight in Wyoming.